The reeds dance slowly around the empty trap. The trap's netting trembles. No insect sounds or movement anywhere.
Besides, owning a rain prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
There is little left to salvage. Did I not tell you to pick the right option? A strange equanimity has overtaken the lieutenant. He's just going with the flow now. Easier that way. It's not an actual question.
I don't think anything about this. We are wasting our time having this conversation.
It's time. Your efforts at avoiding this moment have been truly heroic. But now, there's nothing left but for you to confront yourself as you truly are, no matter the consequences.
Hey man, there are all sorts of invasions. I thought we could rely on the cops. We're in this together, whether you realize it or not.
One and all. They say pale is death, but for the universe, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
It's just 2 doors. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's practically a hottie.
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit. Build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck.
Irmo, I already am dust.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without the expression. It's just hairy. A boring cop? No, you're a hustler, and you've got a long way to go. Your net worth is still nothing. If you factor in the tax, you need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words. She doesn't get confused often, but she's definitely confused now.
About that question you asked earlier, it reminded me of a certain poem that you might appreciate.
I'm not sure, sir. I don't really know anything about curses.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
A nightclub. Harry, I'm an old-fashioned gang. After work, I like to listen to some rock and roll music and have a non-alcoholic lager. Nightclubs don't interest me.
May I suggest the stereo system in your room? It produces a stratospheric, bedazzling sound.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jambro. There's nothing to worry about.
No, not really. Miss Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
The missing locust case, which is a subcase of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Free from self-awareness. No deliberation. Only, and I mean only, execution. Maybe you keep failing because you suck. Was there something here you were supposed to pick up on? As soon as it crosses your mind, the thought is gone.
The aura of the seven seas. It's on the other end of Lokayu, pretty much. On another island called Laurentine, off mainland. We've got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
I imagine it's quite a sight.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
The roundabout is quiet, almost eerie so, in the snow. The doom crier embraces the deathly cold, his cardboard owner dusted with what looks like sky-fallen ash. This case is unsolvable. You should just give up right now and apologize to the whole town. The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Well, it's as they say. You can't do anything with an underdose.
He nods. The roundabout is quiet, almost eerily so, under the brilliant sunlight. The formless complexion glows at the center, while the old architecture surrounding it groans in the heat with looming irrelevance. You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism, more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.